Sunday.
People all over southern Wisconsin hosted watch parties for the first presidential debate. That included people who align with both the Democratic and Republican parties. The Democrats hosted a party in downtown Madison. We spoke with Mayor Sacha Rhodes Conway about her reaction to what she saw.
What I've seen is that President Biden is talking about his really impressive record particularly on the economy, and President Trump is like somewhere out in La La Land.
And on the other side of the aisle, supporters of Donald Trump had their own watch party in Monroe. We caught up with the chairman of Greene County's Republican Party.
Our average families in Greene County pay $400 to $600 more per month for basic services, food, gas, electricity, under Joe Biden than they did under Donald Trump. That's $400 to $600.
The next presidential debate will be hosted by ABC on September 10th. And just as President Joe Biden and former President Donald Trump prepared to take the stage in Georgia, a key battleground state deciding both the 2016 and 2020 elections, surrogates, elected officials, and organizers from both parties held a flurry of events across Atlanta. This comes in addition to efforts by both candidates to court black voters, a voting bloc that will play a pivotal role in states like Wisconsin. I had a chance to speak with National Urban League President Marc Morial on how important engaging this voting bloc will be ahead of November.
Black voters will make the difference in this election. Whether black voters turn out and who they turn out for will make the difference in Wisconsin, in Michigan, in Pennsylvania, in North Carolina, and in Georgia. And Latino voters will make the difference in Arizona and play an important role in a place like Georgia, in a place like North Carolina, in a place like Pennsylvania. So I think many pundits are still chasing this illusion of independent swing voters, who are only one component of what I call the swing voters in America. The swing voters are also those African American and Latino voters who may not customarily, not regularly come out to vote. They turned out in 2020, made a difference. They did not turn out in 2016, and you saw the result.
I also asked Muriel what should be top of mind for both Trump and Biden on the campaign trail to turn out black voters for this year's election.
Not just these two candidates, but candidates across the board. Sincerity in appealing to black voters is what we must demand. Sincerity means that you don't decide 6 weeks before an election that, quote, the black voters are important or the black community is important. Let me go try to do some things to get their attention and get their votes. For those who are serious about any group of voters, engage with them over your entire career. And that is what is important to look at. Have you been engaged? This is what we're facing. And I think the example is to ask candidates what your engagement with the black community is from the very beginning of your professional career, of your political career. That's what people need to evaluate and not fall for election eve appeals. And I think not only do black voters feel that way, I think every group of voters feels that way.
Up next, the Wisconsin Elections Commission makes a decision on a petition to have a recall election for Assembly Speaker Voss.